Crust is the kind of movie my friends and I would get on a whim at Blockbuster and then immediately quote the movie to one another for the next 5 years. You know, the 80s version of meme culture. If you like campy 1980s horror flicks, then you're gonna love Crust. Hey, I'm Mike. I studied film, I work in TV, and if you love movies as much as I do, hit that subscribe button and get notified when new content's posted. The logline for Crust is unbeatable. A depressed, has-been child actor and owner of a dingy laundromat becomes powerfully vengeful when his collection of lone socks transforms into a protective, cute, murderous monster named Crust. Check out the poster. The tagline is, "Sometimes life sucks." If that wasn't enough to sell you on this hilarious, campy horror film, let's talk about writer-director Sean Whalen, who also stars in Crust. Whalen stars in one of my favorite horror films of the early 90s, The People Under the Stairs. He plays Roach. Sean Whalen's one of those guys that has worked pretty consistently as a character actor for the past 35 years. You know him as that guy from, as in, oh, he's that guy from Twister, or isn't he that guy who delivered pizza on Friends? Yes, he has a remarkably recognizable face and boasts over 150 acting credits on IMDb, including roles in Men in Black, Waterworld, and The Cable Guy. Whalen wrote and directed Crust, proving that he grew up in the same movies we all did. I think I started following Whalen during the actors' strike. He used his platform to bring attention to the negotiations and was recording videos from the picket line. But let's take a step back. I'm about to watch 3 Fellini films for my Cinephiles group. It's like a book club for movies. Before embarking down that heady, artistic path, I thought I would cleanse my palate with something fun and digestible. Crust is exactly that. What makes Crust so great, though, is its monster, Crust. The sock heap is just so darn cute. He has 2 rolled up socks as eyebrows, and that alone conveys more emotion than some actors bring with their whole face. But also at its center is an emotional love story between Whalen's character, Vegas, the nerdy owner of the laundromat, and Neela, played by Rebecca Kennedy. Vegas isn't much of a ladies' man, and Neela falls for him, but we aren't sure if she's in love with him because he was once famous or because he's just a nice guy. The movie also stars Daniel Roebuck, another actor who has bit roles in about 1 million productions, and Alan Ruck, of all people. Ruck rose to fame as Ferris Bueller's best friend Cameron, and more recently as part of the cast of Succession. I only found out about Crust because of TikTok, from writer-director Sean Whalen's page, in fact. It got me thinking about how low-budget movies of all genres get out there without distribution these days. In the past several months, I reviewed a few very good movies that were self-distributed, and it's making me worried about how many other good genre films are out there seeking an audience. In a time when we're more connected than ever, why are movies not gaining an audience the way they once were? It reminds me of this John Mulaney joke.
Hey, I've got a flat tire. Does anyone here know a lot about The Cosby Show? And then he'd be like, oh, perhaps I could be of some assistance.
Well, I think I found my calling, my superpower, if you will. Me and every other person who talks about movies and TV on this platform have an obligation to bring out of obscurity the hard-to-find movies that we think you just need to see, that can't be forgotten about, that need a larger audience. Listen, I'm happy to talk about Marty Supreme and One Battle After Another, but those movies had marketing budgets larger than the GDP of some countries. Movies like Crust need the word of mouth more. So go check out Crust. You'll laugh like you were a teenager again. I did. It's available for rent on Amazon Prime Video, Tubi, YouTube, and a few of the other streaming platforms. Anyway, I'd love to read your thoughts on Crust in the comments below. As always, film is about community. I'm Mike, and I love movies.